Cool. And so just to get started, can you tell us a little bit, about your story, Anthony? How you got started with the business, and all of that?
So I've been, I started when I was 13 years old working with my grandfather doing plumbing, and then just kind of did my own thing here and there, some different stuff, and then moved to the Houston area about 18 years ago, from San Antonio, and that's when I full in construction, went into the electrical field, learned electrical, already had plumbing, did electrical for probably about 6 years. And then finally I said, you know what, I think I'll venture off on my own. And so I went out on my own, doing everything. Worked with a friend of mine who was a tile master, learned how to do tiling and all that. Had another friend that was a carpenter, so I met a lot of people, learned a lot of trades, and finally I was just like on my own, and so doing all my own thing. And so that's just kind of how it's been, what the birth was of me working in the company. And my goal was to always provide a service for customers, um, regardless of where they were at financially, but also a honest service that was going to have a guarantee, and that I was not going to be, these horror stories of contractors that run off with money and things like that. I wanted to be honest and take care of people. So for me, my heart was at helping people with things that they were incapable of doing. And so
Mm,
that's just kind of where I focused.
got it. And like before you started working with us, it's not even been 2 weeks, right?
Mhm.
But like what was the business looking like before, like 2 weeks ago?
So, like I was telling you, I had went into ministry for about 3 years, and so when I went into ministry, my customers, I kind of like told them, "Hey, I'm going into ministry," so that kind of cut back everything, and I wasn't getting called. And then August of last year, I decided to step away from ministry just to kind of focus on family and family time because ministry is very demanding. And when I did that, I was like, well, obviously I still have revenue coming in to pay bills. So things were coming in, but they weren't coming in at a rate that I would like to. A lot of them were smaller jobs, weren't bigger jobs that I really wanted to focus on, to not only one, get my business going back again, but to also go above and beyond what I was originally the first time, to make it a bigger business. And so that's when I decided, you know what, hey, I need to figure something out. And I happened to see one of your guys' ads. And so that's why I reached out to you. Um, and man, it's been awesome because I haven't had to pay for individual leads that I potentially may not get because other contractors are trying to get, those leads at the same time. These people are reaching out directly to me. And so I'm able to communicate with them, you know, whether it's a phone call, which I initially call them with, or it's a text message, whatever it may be, but I get to communicate with them and kind of hear their heart and what the project is, and then just set up a time to go out there. And so I've had a few that I've gone out to already, and I'm currently working on those estimates, which are good sized jobs that are going to really, I believe, help catapult my company with capital and to be able to move and make bigger job decisions. So it's been
Yeah.
awesome.
So tell me in the first 2 weeks, like the size of the jobs that you've been seeing. Can you let us know, like
So
like
right
how
now,
serious are these customers, right?
yeah, right now I have one where their house flooded. I mean, it's a hard situation for anybody to deal with, but he saw the ad and was like, "Hey, I will give these guys opportunity." So I came out, uh currently working on the estimate, almost done, and right now I'm at about close to $50,000 on this job because it's almost like a total redo of the inside of the house. And so it's that one. I have another one uh, that called and they want to build basically a mother suite in the back of their house. And so I go to meet with them Thursday to look at the layout and to help him kind of look at picking some plans for what he wants the structure to look like. And I would estimate that that's going to be anywhere between 75 to $100,000 to build it out, depending on the size and rooms and what he wants to do. So, but I mean, that's just those two, and obviously I have other ones that are, anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 here and there that I have out waiting for those customers to come back. But before, when I was working for myself, the jobs were at most $10,000
Mm.
because it was, repair jobs, things like that. It was never big remodels or big new construction, which is all things that I specialize in and can do. I just was never getting those. And so it's been awesome because your guys' ads and the things that y'all have done have targeted those individuals, and those individuals are reaching out to me for those specific things. And those are the types of jobs that I want. So it's been really good.
Awesome. And so I know it's only been 2 weeks. It's crazy to think about, but how it sounds like there's more than $200,000 of work already like in
Yeah.
like building, right? Which is I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see where you go from here, Anthony. And what would you say to a contractor that's like thinking about joining our quote magnet program? They're right there on the fence, and
Yeah.
right, they're right there. They're not really sure yet. Maybe they've tried Angie's List or been burned in the past, right? Like, what would you say to those folks?
Man, I would say that I totally get the timidness of, spending the money to get those leads and Angie's List, and how they don't always necessarily work, and it can be discouraging. But I will say that this is something totally different. It works a totally different way. And it's very tailored to us as the contractor and the business. And although it can be scary, one thing that I think that I've learned in my years of working is sometimes you got to take a chance on an investment in yourself. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, um, not anybody else is going to want to do that. So I would tell them to take the step, invest in themselves, and it'll be very profitable. It'll be something that they won't expect, and I really do believe it'll pay off for them. And so if I were to talk to them one on one, I'd say, man, do it. Just trust the process, do it, and just continue to move forward.
Awesome. Well, Anthony, it was really great talking to you, and looking forward to see where you take things from here.
Oh yeah, definitely.